Hi folks, Doug here, Ellis Car Customs. Welcome to another exciting episode of Adventures in Nomading. Thanks for coming back to see me, all my good friends. And thanks for happening on me by accident if you're new. Hopefully you'll hang around with us. Read the comments. You'll see we're a lot of friendly people here. So if you're new, best thing I can tell you is read the comments. You'll see what kind of channel we have and what kind of a group we've put together, and hopefully you'll want to be a part of it. Today will be a odds and ends episode, trying to tie up loose ends, getting closer. It's one of the things, you know you're getting close on a project when you find it hard to find things to do. You know, things that have to be done. There are such small little things. There's no big things left to do, just a bunch of little small things. So that's what we're working on, the small things. But hopefully by the end of this episode I'll have a few more of them small things tied up, and we'll be that much closer. So appreciate you coming to see me. Hope you stick around, and let's see what we can get done.
Just like love, just like love. You and me, baby, like a hand inside a glove, inside a glove. Damn it, don't you tease me, don't you have me no lines. Don't you tell me that you're leaving, that you're not my kind. I'll tell you one more time what I've been thinking of, what I've been thinking of. This might be hate, but it sure feels just like love.
Well, one of the things you saw was me robbing the cooling line fittings off of our generous car next door for the coolant lines to go into the radiator. And when you know it, the end that goes into the radiator is too big. I mean, I tried this end here and it fits on our coolant lines just like it did on the 4-door next door. But this part here that screws into the radiator is too big. So I've got to find a double male with a smaller coarse thread end. Basically it has to be the same size as this, because this side here looks like it will fit, but because of that lip there, you can't put it in enough to thread it. But I do believe it's gonna have to be a double male with the same size as this on both ends in order to screw into this radiator. So the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. So we ran the gamut of all kinds of things. We got our heater ducts in there, and I just got to run the cables. I ended up having to pull the heater core back out to be able to get that thing situated, because I had to repair a lot of that. So it was pretty rusty and things weren't playing well together. So I had to unscrew that, take the heater core out so I could get everything lined up where it goes. But I robbed this vent pipe off of the old car. It was still usable, and I didn't have one, so I borrowed it. And I figured before I put all this stuff back together, I'll put at least the hood hinge in on this side, because you got a little more room to move around without stuff in the way. So we'll probably get that hood hinge in there. I'll probably borrow the hardware from our generous donor car next door, because I don't have the hardware for installing the hinges. But just kicking the can down the road. But yeah, so we're making progress little by little.
nothing to do but close the door. One step behind and one foot in the grave. My soul's not yours to save. Why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you leave me alone? Just leave me alone.
So, my friends, we've come to the end of another broadcast day. We got a lot of little stuff knocked out, and that's good. It all gets us closer to the goal. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get to the store tomorrow and take this fitting with me for the tranny coolant lines so I can get one that'll fit this radiator. That really is annoying that you know, it would be a different size for no apparent reason. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a couple of these. I guess they're gonna have to be the same size on both ends. This is like smaller on the line end and bigger on the radiator end, and I guess they have to be the same size to fit this aluminum radiator, but you know, it is what it is. But I got some stuff on the way that I need, you know, to get closer to the goal. It's supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow, and for us in the end of February, that's warm. So maybe tomorrow I'll go out next door there and mess around with that 4-door and try a few of the ideas y'all gave me and see if any of them make it spark to life. It's one of them things where I'm not going to use the engine, but because I really want, you know, cars screaming I should have had a V8, and it's going to get one. So I don't know what kind or whatever, but it will be an 8-cylinder. So, you know, if the thing, I think about, you know, the car was parked all those years ago. Was it parked because something blew up on the engine, you know? Or was it just parked because it was old or rusty, or, you know, there's many reasons why that car got parked way back when it did. And one of them could have been maybe it swallowed a valve, or, you know, something catastrophic happened in the engine, you know. And you don't know that just by kind of turning it over. It won't tell you, you know, if valves are stuck or burnt or broken or anything like that. So there must have been a reason why the thing was parked. But we're curious, and, you know, it's not going to cost me anything to try to get it to run, because I'm not going to spend any money to try to get it to run. I'm just going to, you know, fiddle around with what I have around the shop to see if I can make it run. But we'll see. Thanks for coming. If you're new and you like what you see, maybe you'll give me a sub. Maybe you won't. Either way, it's alright. The show is free. So, enjoy. Thanks for coming. See you on the next one.